Before the trauma, before the roles, the adaptations, the masks, there was a voice still present, whole, not driven by fear, not begging for love, just there. That voice is yourself, not a part, not a protector, but the leader you were born with. In trauma healing, especially in internal family systems, we call that presence the self. It's calm, curious, compassionate. It doesn't panic. It doesn't perform. And it sure as hell doesn't need approval to know its worth. The reason you haven't always heard it, your nervous system buried it. Not because it was wrong, but because survival came first. Your trauma responses, fight, flight, freeze, fawn, flock, stepped up to protect you. And in the process, they took over the mic. But healing is the moment when another voice starts to rise. You feel fear and it says, I hear you and I've got this. You feel shame and it says, you don't have to earn your right to exist. You feel rage and it says, let's listen to what it's pointing to. That voice, that is the self. That's your inner leader. And from a neuroscience perspective, that voice becomes accessible when your window of tolerance expands, when the amygdala calms and the prefrontal cortex can lead from panic mode to presence mode, from pattern to power. Spiritually, some would call this your soul, inner witness, divine spark, higher self. But no matter the language, the experience is the same. You stop outsourcing your safety. You stop handing over your story. You become the one your parts trust to lead. And when that internal leader takes charge, no one else ever governs your worth again. No one else owns your voice. No one else defines your identity because your parts have come home and they're not taking orders from anyone. You don't need to be fully healed to access this. You just need a moment of safety, a moment of stillness, a willingness to listen underneath the noise. And that's how it starts, not with a war cry, but with a whisper. I'm still here and I remember who you are.